Good morning, Vananda. Today we are going to discuss about the problems on singular transformation method. Okay, first of all, in the previous class, we are discussing about the problems on direct inspection method. Okay, by using the direct inspection method and also the singular transformation, we find out the Y bus matrix or the Z bus matrix. Okay, the Y bus and the Z bus matrix are find out by using the direct inspection method or the singular transformation method. Okay, in the previous class we already discussed about the direct inspection method. Okay, how we will find out the Y bus matrix by using the direct inspection method. Okay, in that case we are using the two methods, that is the KVL or the KCL. Okay, by using the KVL or the KCL we form the Y bus matrix, and another method is the we form the mutual admittances and also the non-diagonal elements. Okay, that is the two different methods in the case of a direct inspection method. Okay, in the present class we are discussing about the singular transformation. Okay, we already derived the various derivations for that singular transformation, that is the primitive bus impedance matrix or the admittance matrix, or loop admittance matrix or the loop impedance matrices. Okay, by using that primitive admittances, bus impedances and loop admittance matrix, we find out the Y bus matrix. Okay, we find out the Y bus matrix. Okay, this is the one example formula for the singular transformation. Okay, one example formula that will be given by the singular transformation. Okay, by using this we determine the Y bus matrix. Okay, by using this table or by using the network connections, we find out the Y bus matrix. Okay, first of all, how we will determine the Y bus matrix? Okay, what is the formula for that? What determination of the Y bus matrix in the singular transformation method? We are having the three different formulas are there by for obtaining the Y bus matrix. That is the first one is the, therefore Y bus is equal to the, okay, Y bus is equal to A transposed into Y into A. Okay, Y bus is equal to A transposed into Y bus is equal to A transposed into Y into A. Okay, where A is the element node in sorry bus instance matrix. Okay, A transposed into Y into A. Y into A. Okay, where A is the, first of all, A bar. First we determine the A bar network by using this table. Okay, first we determine the A bar matrix by using this table. A bar means the element node incidence matrix. Element node incidence matrix. Okay, by using this element node incidence matrix, we determine the bus incidence matrix. Okay, we determine the bus incidence matrix. First, we obtain the A bar matrix. After that, we write down the A matrix. By using this A matrix, we determine the A transpose for this matrix. Okay, and then multiplied with A transposed into Y into A. Multiplied with A transposed into Y into A. Okay, first we determine the Y matrix or the Z matrix. First, we determine the Y matrix or the Z matrix. Okay, these are all the diagonal elements. Okay, these are all the diagonal elements. Okay, how many elements are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we are having the 7 elements. Okay, in this network or the single line diagram, we are having the 7 elements. Okay, 7 elements means that the dimension of this Y bus matrix. Okay, 7 elements means that the dimension of this Y bus matrix is the 7 by 7 matrix. Okay, the dimension of this Y bus matrix is the 7 by 7. Okay, that means the all the elements are be placed in the diagonal elements. That is, this is the Z11 value, this is Z22 value, this is Z33 value, this is Z44 value, this is Z55 value, Z66, Z77. Okay, these are all the diagonal elements and other non-diagonal elements will be considered as the 0. Okay, by using this Z matrix, we determine the Y bus matrix. Okay, what is the formula? What is the formula for obtaining the Y bus? Therefore, Y bus, Y is equal to the, how we will determine the Y by using this Z? Y is equal to the Z inverse. Y is equal to the Z inverse. Okay. First of all, we determine the Z matrix, then we obtain the Y matrix. Okay, inverse of Z that will be obtained by the Y. Okay, inverse of Z is the Y. Okay, after determining the Y matrix, we determine the A. How we will determine the A matrix? That is the bus incidence matrix. First of all, we determine the A bar. After that, we determine the A matrix. A bar means the element node incidence matrix. Okay, in that matrix, we remove the reference elements. Okay, then we obtain the A matrix. After that, we obtain the A transpose for this A matrix and multiplied with A transpose into Y into A. Okay, then we obtain the Y bus matrix. Then we obtain the Y bus matrix. Okay, this is the overall procedure for determining our formation of the Y bus matrix. So for determining or the formation of the Y bus matrix in the case of a singular transformation method. In the case of a singular transformation method, what is the formula for that Y bus? Y bus is equal to the A transposed into Y into A. Okay, A transposed into Y into A. Okay, this is the procedure for determining the Y bus matrix for using singular transformation method. First of all, how many elements are there? We are having the 7 elements. By using this table, first we draw the oriented network. First we determine the network. Okay, first we draw the network for that given table. Okay, this is the element E, A, D, B, C, F. Okay, first of all, what is the element that is E to A? E to A is the 0.04. Okay, E to A is the 0.04. E to A is the 0.04. What is the second element? E to B. E to B is 0.05. Okay, E to B. E to B is the 0.04. Okay, E to B is the 0.04. Next element A to B. A to B is the 0.04. Okay, A to B. A to B is the 0.04. A to B. A to B is the 0.04. Next element B to C. Okay, this is B to C. B to C is the 0.03. Next element is the A to D. A to D. This is 0.02. Next element C to F. C to F, that is 0.07. Next element D to F, that is 0.10. Okay, by using this table, first of all, we draw the single line diagram. How many elements are there? That is 7 elements. First one is the E to A, E to B, A to B, B to C, A to D, C to F, D to F. Okay, that values are the 0.04 to 0.10. Okay, this is the single line diagram for that given table. Okay, this is the single line diagram for the given table. Okay, by using this single line diagram, you draw the oriented graph. Okay, by using this single line diagram, we draw the oriented graphs. Okay, this is EAD. Okay, first EAD. Next BCD. BCF. 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 Okay, first E to A. E to A. Next one A to D. A to D. Next one D to F. D to F. Next A to D. B. A to B. Next B to C. Next B to C. Next C to F. Okay, C to F. Okay, what is meant by oriented graph? No closed loop. Okay, oriented graph means the no closed loop. Okay, D to F, there is no closed loop. That's why it is represented as the link. Okay, that's why it is represented as a link. Okay, it will be used for determining the A bar matrix. Okay, it is used for determining the oriented graph. Okay, sorry, this is also dotted line. Okay, ఇది కూడా dotted line ఏమో. ఓకే, ఇలా క్లోజ్డ్ లూప్ రాకుండా మనం డాటెడ్ లైన్స్ తీసుకోవాలి. Okay, taking element 2 is as the link. Okay, this is also link and this is the element 7 is also link. Okay, then it is called as the oriented graph. Okay, then it is called as the oriented graph. First of all, by using this given table, okay, this is the given data. By using this data, first we draw the network. After that, we draw the oriented graph. Okay, after that, we draw the oriented graph. How we will we draw? That all will be explained in the previous classes. How we will draw the graph from the given network. Okay, that all will be studied in the previous classes. Okay. Okay, this is the network and this is the oriented graph. This is the network and this is the oriented graph. Okay, next coming to the Y-bus matrix. Okay, what is the formula for that Y-bus? Y-bus is equal to the A transposed into Y into A. Okay, Y-bus is equal to the A transposed into Y into A. First, we determine the Z matrix. After that, we will find out the Y matrix. Okay, first we determine the Z matrix. Okay, we are having the 7 elements are there. 7 elements are there. Therefore, the primitive impedance matrix. Okay, this is called as the primitive admittance matrix. Okay, this Y is called as the primitive admittance matrix. Okay, first these are all the impedance values. Okay, these are all the impedance values. Why it is the impedance value? In that question we represent, this is the positive sequence reactance. What is the formula for that? Z is equal to R plus JX. X is the reactance. Okay, then these values are the Z values. Okay, suppose this is mentioned as the admittance, then we directly find out the Y matrix. Okay, then we directly find the Y matrix. Okay, but in the given table, this is the reactance values. Okay, reactance means the impedance values. Okay, reactance means the impedance values. Okay, that's why first we determine the primitive impedance matrix. After that, we will find out the Y matrix. That is the primitive admittance matrix. Okay, first of all, we determine the primitive impedance matrix means the first we count the how many elements are there. That is the 7 elements. Okay, 7 elements are there. Okay, what is the dimension for that element? Therefore, the dimension for the primitive impedance matrix is the 7 by 7. Okay, this is the all the diagonal elements, that is Z11, Z22, Z33, Z44, Z55, Z66, Z77. Okay, the remaining all the non-diagonal elements are taken as the zero values in the primitive impedance matrix. Okay, okay. By therefore, we will determine the Z11 value, Z22 value, Z33 value, Z44, Z55, Z66, and Z77. Okay, first of all, what is the value in between E to A? Okay, what is that value in between E to A? Okay, E to A. E to A is the 0.04. Okay, therefore, Z11 is equal to the 0.04. Then Z22. Z22 is equal to 0.05. Next, Z33, 0.04. Z44, 0.03. Z55, 0.02. Z66, 0.07. Z77, that is 0.10. Okay, that is 0.10. These are all the primitive impedance values in the diagonal elements. Okay, these are all the primitive impedance values for the diagonal elements. Diagonal elements means the Z112 and so on. How many elements are there? 7 elements. Z112, Z77. Okay, these are all the primitive impedance values. Okay, after that we will fill the Z matrix. Okay, therefore Z is equal to the 0.4404000. Next 0, 0.05, 000. Next 00, 0.04000. Okay, and so on 00002 0.10. Okay, this is the primitive admittance matrix. Okay, this is the primitive admittance matrix, that is Z. Okay, this is the primitive admittance matrix, that is the Z. Okay, next. After that, we determine the Y matrix. Okay, after that, we determine the Y matrix. Y means the primitive admittance matrix. Okay, how we will determine the Y matrix? Therefore, Y is equal to the Z inverse. Okay, we already well known about the how to find out the inverse matrix, how to find out the transpose of that matrix, and also how to multiply the one matrix to the another matrix. Okay, after completing the class, we determine the Z inverse matrix and also the transpose for that matrix, and also we multiply the matrices. Okay, first, this is the primitive impedance matrix. By using this primitive impedance matrix, we determine the primitive admittance matrix. Okay, that is Y matrix. Okay, therefore Y is equal to the Z inverse. Okay, class అయిపోయిన తర్వాత ఈ matrix కి మీరు ఇన్వర్స్ చేయండి అమ్మ. ఓన్లీ diagonal elements ఉంటే, if only the diagonal elements are there in the Z matrix. Okay, how we will find out the inverse matrix for this matrix? That is, Y is equal to 1 by 0.040000. Okay, next 0, 1 by 0.050000. Next 00, 1 by 0.04000. Next 00, 1 by 0.0300. Next 0.1 by 0.0200. Next same as that of 1 by 0.07. 1 by 0.10. Okay, that is the inverse for that matrix. Okay, then we obtain the Y bus matrix. Okay, only in the matrix we are having the diagonal elements. Then how we will obtain the inverse matrix means that taking 1 by Z11, 1 by Z22, 1 by Z33, 1 by Z44, 1 by Z55, 1 by Z66, 1 by Z77. Okay, then we obtain the Y matrix. Okay, this is the primitive admittance matrix. Okay, after that we obtain the Y matrix, that is the primitive admittance matrix. Okay, after determining the Y bus matrix, Y matrix, then we obtain the Y bus matrix. Okay, what is the formula for that Y bus? Y bus is equal to A transposed into Y into A. What is the formula for that Y bus? Y bus is equal to A transposed into Y into A. Okay, what is meant by A? A is the bus incidence matrix. So A is the bus incidence matrix. Okay, first of all, we determine the primitive impedance matrix. Then we determine the primitive admittance matrix, that is Y. Okay, after that we determine the A matrix and also A transpose matrix. Okay, how we will determine the A matrix? Okay, that all will be explained in the last classes. Okay, that all will be explained in the last classes. Okay, what is the steps are to be taken for determine the A matrix? First of all, how many nodes are there? Are the how many buses are there? Or how many elements are there? How many elements are there? That is A, E, D, B, C, F. Okay, then represent the elements in the this network is the E, A, D, B, C, F. Okay, these are all the elements. Okay, these are all the nodes are the buses. Okay, these are all the nodes. Okay, by using this network, we draw the oriented graph. Okay, this is the oriented graph. By using this network, we are drawing the oriented graph. Okay, in this graph, taking E as a reference. Okay, in this graph, we are taking the E as a reference. Okay, and other elements, other nodes is the A, D, F, C, B. Okay, then other nodes are the A, D, F, C and also B. Okay, E is the reference. Okay, in the A matrix, the reference node is removed. In the A matrix, the reference node is removed. Okay, the reference node is removed. Okay, next, how we will find out the A matrix? First of all, we are taking the elements and the nodes. Okay, we are taking the elements and also the nodes. Okay, this is the elements and this is the nodes. Okay, how many elements are there? That is element 1, element 2, element 3, element 4, element 5, element 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, totally we are having the 7 elements. And how many nodes are there? That will be observed in the oriented graph or the network. How many nodes are there? A, E, D, F, C, B are the nodes. Okay, the elements are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, these are all the elements and A, B, C, D, E, F are the nodes. Okay, in that graph, E as the reference node. E as a reference node. Taking E as a reference node. Then how we will determine the A matrix? That is A is equal to E by N. A is equal to E by N. Okay, where E is the number of elements and N is the number of nodes. Okay, E is the number of elements and N is the number of nodes. Okay, first we mention that nodes, that is A, B, C, D and also E. And we mention the elements also, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, these are the 7 elements and the nodes. Okay, the reference node is neglected in the case of a matrix. Okay, what is meant by A matrix? Bus incidence matrix. Okay, in the A bar matrix, the reference node is also included. Okay, but in the case of a bus incidence matrix, reference node is eliminated. Therefore, E is taking E as a reference. Taking E as a reference. Okay, then it will be mentioned as the okay. This is not E, F, taking E as the reference. Okay, this is F, not E. E as the reference, then we remove the reference node from this matrix. Then how we will find out these elements in the A matrix means the okay, that all will be discussed in the previous class also. Okay, coming from the graph, oriented graph. Okay, these are the directions for that elements. Okay, how we will taking the 1, 0 and -1 in the A matrix? First of all, element 1. Okay, element 1 is there in between the A node and the E node. Okay, in that table there is no E node, only A. A is the element 1 is away from the matrix. Okay, away means we are taken as the +1. Okay, towards means the -1. Okay, and not incidence is the 0. Not incidence is the 0. First, the element 1. Element 1 is away from the node A and not incidence to the B, C, D, F. Okay, once we will observe in the table, this is the element 1. The element 1, in that element 1, the element 1 is away from the 8th node. Okay, then it will be taken as the +1, and it is not incidences to the other nodes, then it will be represented as the like zeros, 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay, next coming to the second node, coming to the node element 2. Element 2 is there in between the B and the E. Okay, E is the reference, therefore only we are taking the B node, and other nodes are the not incident. That is, in that A we are considering as the 0, C is also 0, F is also 0, D is also 0. Okay, and then in that B, the element 2 is away from the Bth node. Away from the Bth node means we are taking as the +1. Okay, away from the bth node is the, we are taking as the +1. The remaining all are the zeros. Okay, the remaining all are the zeros. Same as that of consider element 3. Element 3 is there in between the 8th node to bth node. Okay, the element 3 is there in between 8th node to bth node. The remaining all are the zeros. Remaining all nodes means the D, F, C are the zeros. Okay, in that the third element is away from the 8th node. 8th node away means the +1 towards to the bth node -1. Towards the bth node is the -1. Okay, B is the -1, A is the +1. Okay, next coming to the fourth element. Next coming to the element 4. Element 4. Okay, the element 4 is placed in between the B to C. B node to C node. The remaining all the nodes are represented by zeros. That is A దగ్గర 0, D దగ్గర 0, F దగ్గర 0. Okay, E is the reference node. Okay, then it is not considered. Okay, then which node we are having the +1? B is the element 4 is away from the bth node. Away from the bth node means we are taken as the +1 towards to the cth node, that is -1. Okay, in that B we are taken as the +1. In that C we are taken as the -1. Okay, once observe. Okay, B is the +1, C is the -1. Away from that node means that we are considering as the +1. Okay, towards the node means that we are considering as the -1. Okay, the fourth element is towards the cth node. Okay, that's why we are considering as the -1. Okay, same as that of the element 5 is there in between. The element 5 is there in between A to D. Okay, in between A to D. The remaining nodes are taken as the 0. Okay, fifth element is away from the 8th node. Okay, then it is taken as the +1. The fifth element is towards the dth node, then it is taken as the -1. Okay, then it is taken as the -1. Okay. Next, coming to the sixth element. The sixth element is there in between the cth node to fth node. Okay, the remaining nodes are taken as the zeros. Okay, the sixth element is away from the fth node. Therefore, it is taken as the +1 and C is taken as the -1. Next, seventh element that is placed in between the D to F. Okay, seventh element is placed in between the D to F. Okay, D to F means the seventh element is away from the dth node. Okay, then it is considered as the +1. Okay, it is away towards the fth node. It is considered as the -1. The remaining all are the zeros. Okay, this is the total A bus matrix, A matrix. Okay, then we find out the transpose for that matrix. Okay, what is the procedure for transposition of this matrix? That is, the rows will be considered as the columns and columns will be considered as the rows. Okay, that is the transpose for that A matrix. Okay, after completing the class, we find out the A transpose matrix. Okay, what is the procedure for the transposition? The columns will be obtained as the rows will be obtained as the columns. Okay, then we find out the A transpose matrix. After completing find out of this A and the A transpose matrix, we find the Y bus matrix. Okay, what is the formula for that Y bus matrix? That is A transposed into Y into A. Okay, the formula for A bus Y bus matrix is the A transposed into Y into A. Okay, in that Y is the primitive admittance matrix and A is the bus incidence matrix. Y is the primitive admittance matrix, A is the bus incidence matrix, and then A transpose, and then we find out the A transpose and multiplied these three matrices, then we obtain the Y bus matrix. Okay, class అయిపోయిన తర్వాత ఒకసారి ఇవన్నీ సాల్వ్ చేయండి అమ్మా, ఈ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ సాల్వ్ చేస్తేనే వస్తాయి మీకు. Okay, this is the one form of method for finding the Y bus matrix by using the singular transformation method. We are having the another formula is there for finding the Y bus matrix for the singular transformation, that is the B transposed into Y into B. Okay, or C transposed into Y into C. Okay, by using any formula, we determine the Y bus matrix. Okay, in the case of C transposed into Y into C means the first of all we find out the C, that is basic cut set matrix. After that we transpose for that matrix, and same procedure for obtaining the primitive admittance matrix. Okay, this is the singular transformation method for finding the Y bus matrix. Okay, and that another problem is also there, forming the Y bus matrix by direct inspection method. Okay, this is the same table for that given. Okay, this is the Y bus form. Direct inspection method means we are finding the YAA, YAB, YAC, YAD, YAF. Okay, E is the reference vector, that's why we are not representing for that E element. Then find out the YAA, YBB, YCC. Okay, what is the formula for that YAA? 1 by ZAE, 1 by ZAD, 1 by ZAB. YBB is the 1 by ZBB, BA, BC, BE. YCC is the 1 by ZCB, 1 by ZCF. Okay, ఇది ఒకసారి ట్రై చేయండి అమ్మ క్లాస్ అయ్యాక. YDD is the 1 by ZDA, ZDF. Okay, that's why we are representing the different formulas for finding this Y bus matrix in the direct inspection.